What is up everyone, welcome back for another video of Diablo 3 with today a new video for the wizard. As usual with this build you can climb the leaderboard pretty fast and there are some people who did Great Rift level 90 with it. So well, let's get started. So first I want to say thanks to Theo for helping me out. Without him I couldn't make this video, so thanks a lot, and also thanks a lot for explaining how your build works. So for this build you need 5 pieces of the Talwasha and 3 pieces of the Fierce, and because we are using the Ring of Royal Grandeur it will give us 1 extra piece bonus. So let's put everything on. The belt and the necklace. So the 6-piece bonus attacks increase your damage by 750% for 8 seconds. Arcane, cold, fire and lightning attack each at 1 stake. At 4 stakes, each different element attacks extends the duration by 2 seconds up to a maximum of 8 seconds. So this will help us to get a lot more damage. The 4th piece bonus, Arcane, Cold, Fire and Lightning attack each increase all of your resistance by 25% for 8 seconds. So it also gives us toughness. And the 2nd piece bonus, damaging enemies with Arcane, Cold, Fire or Lightning will cause a meteor of the same damage type to fall from the sky. There's an 8-second cooldown for each damage type. So again, this is helping us to do a little bit more damage. You want to use 3 pieces of the Fierce, the shoulders, the boots and the legs. You can change this, but you can't change the sword and the shoulders, and the belt is also not in Fierce, so you need the Talwasha belt, and you also need Fierce boots since you can't have Talwasha boots. So the 4th piece bonus, Archon stakes also increase your attack speed, armor and resistance by 1%. So the more Archon stakes we have, the more attack speed, armor and resistance we get. The 2nd piece bonus, Archon gains the effect of every rune. Okay. So for the headgear we are using the Swami. The bonuses from Archon stakes now last for 70 seconds after Archon expires. So when we are out of Archon we will get the attack speed, we will get the armor and all resist. So we are a little bit more tanky than before we started the Archon form. For your braces you want to use blood braces. Increase the potency of your shields by 92%. So that will help us a lot. But now the most important part is this ring, the Mental Heal. Enemies stunned with paralyze also take 13, well it can be different, let's say percent weapon damage as lighting. The more the better of course, because this will buff your damage a lot. So you need this ring. The better the ring, the more damage you will do. And as last we are using Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. Reduce the remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second when you hit with a resource spending attack. When we are not in Archon form, we want to use Blizzard, Teleport and then Arcane Turret to get the cooldown off from our Archon form. And as last, you can have some other options. If you go for another option then you need some other skills, but I will talk about that in another video. In this build you need the Ingeum weapon or the Starfire weapon, but we have a better Ingeum, so we are using that one. I don't know how to pronounce Ingeum, what the whatever, who cares. Ingeum. Your skill cooldowns are reduced by 8 seconds for 15 seconds after killing an elite pack, so this will help us to get faster in Archon form. For the gems, you want to use yellow gems for your armor. You can go all yellow, but I'm not doing that right now. And also you want purple for the vitality. For your headgear you want a diamond for the cooldown reduction, and for your weapon you want critical hit damage. So for the legendary gems you want to use Bane of the Trap. This will slow monsters down, and it will also increase the damage to slowed monsters. Stones of Vengeance. Damage you deal is increased by % for every 10 yards between you and the enemy hit. Maximum % increase at 50 yards. So it also has a 20% chance to stun the enemy for 1 second. And well, the more yards you have and the more yards away, the more damage you will do. And as last, we are using the Gokok of Swiftness. This is because we will get cooldown reduction and more attack speed and more dodge chance. For the Kanai's Cube, Starfire. Lighting damage is increased by 50% for every 10 yards you are from the target up to a maximum of 40 yards. So the more yards away, the more damage you will do. For the next item, we are using whatever. You automatically start with 50 Archon stakes when entering Archon form. So this will give us a buff in attack speed, a buff in armor, and a buff in all resist. Great. And as last, the Ring of Royal Grandeur, but we already said that. For the skills, you want to use Arcane Turret, Static Discharge. Each missile explodes into 2 pieces balls of electricity that each deal 150% weapon damage as lighting. Arcane Turret damage is increased by 305 weapon damage every second up to a maximum of 1010% weapon damage as lighting. Hurl barrage of lighting projectiles that deal 400% weapon damage as lighting to all enemies near the impact location. And we are also using this skill because we need 4 stakes of the Talwasha to get that increased damage buff. Our next skill is more defensively, Teleport Calamity. This will also have a possibility to get 1 stake more because this is doing arcane damage. And when you are teleporting to some monsters, this will stun those monsters and you can just get yourself in safety or in problems. So it depends on how you use it. For the next skill we are using Blizzard Frozen Solid. Call down shards of ice that deal 1075% weapon damage as cold over 6 seconds to enemies in a 12-yard radius. Multiple casts in the same area from the same caster do not stake. Okay. Enemies caught in the blizzard have a 100% chance to be frozen for 2.5 seconds. Okay, so this will help us to keep the monsters away. And this will also give us, again, 1 stake for Talwasha. So Archon, Combustion. Transform into a being of pure arcane energy for 20 seconds. While in Archon form, your normal abilities are replaced by powerful Archon abilities. Your damage is increased by 30% and your armor and resistance are increased by 150%. Each enemy killed while in Archon form increases your damage by 6% for the remaining duration of Archon. So you want to group as much monsters as possible and you want to kill everything because whenever you kill a monster you will get 6% more damage, and that is a lot. For the next skill we are using Magic Weapon Deflection. This will give us 10% increased damage. And it will also give us a protective shield for 3 seconds that absorb 4% of your life in damage. So this is giving us some survivability. And as last, energy armor, force armor. So focus your energies, increasing your armor by 35% but decreasing your maximum arcane power. I think it's worth it. So, and also incoming attacks that would deal more than 35% of your maximum life are reduced to deal 35% of your maximum life instead. So this is giving us a little bit more survivability. And the amount absorbed cannot exceed 100% of your maximum life. So we won't die that fast. For your passive skills, you want to use Power Hungry. 30% additional damage to enemies further than 30 yards. Paralysis. Lighting spells have a 50% chance to stun all targets hit for 1.5 seconds. Stable or normally, this will give you a second life. And as last, Evocation, reduce all cooldown by 20%, and that's what we need because we want to get as fast as possible back to that Archon form. For your Paragon levels, you want Intelligence. For your offense, cooldown reduction, critical hit chance, attack speed, critical hit damage. For defense, resist all, life, armor, life regeneration. For your utility, area damage, resource cost reduction, life per hit, and gold fine. For the states that you want on your gear, for your shoulders, intelligence, vitality, cooldown reduction, area damage. For your helm, intelligence, vitality, critical chance. For your necklace, lightning damage, critical chance, critical damage. For your gloves, you want intelligence, critical chance, critical damage, and cooldown reduction. For your armor, you want intelligence, vitality, and attack speed. For your braces, you want lightning damage, intelligence, critical chance, and critical damage. For your ring of mana heal, intelligence, critical chance, critical damage, or intelligence can be changed for cooldown reduction. For your pants, you want intelligence, vitality, and armor. For the other ring, you want critical chance, attack speed, critical damage, or cooldown reduction. Your in whatever, percent damage, intelligence, cooldown reduction, and attack speed. For your boots, intelligence, vitality, armor, and all resist. For your swords, you want critical chance, cooldown reduction, meteor damage, arcane power on hit. So how does this build work? First of all, you want the 4 stakes. So that means you have to cast Blizzard, you have to do a teleport, and you have to do arcane. Well, I can't use that right now. You want to use this one, this one, this one. And then you go inside Archon form. You want to kill as many monsters as possible. And you have a shield that will help you to stay alive. You teleport to get out of problems. And disintegrate to kill the monsters. Outside of Archon, you use Blizzard and teleport to keep the mobs far away, and arcane turret for resetting the Archon with the Ring of the Zodiac. So this is the build. You can climb the leaderboard pretty fast with this. Just are some other builds for the Archon which are using the pick sticker, and you only have to change the weapon, the engine for the pick sticker, and 2 skills, and then you get a totally different build. But anyway, this build is really easy and you will like it. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you have any tips or tricks for the rest of the people. And then we'll see you guys later. Alright?